London, the capital of England and the United Kingdom, is one of the most historically significant and vibrant cities in the world. Here are some key facts and history about London. Early history foundation by the Romans. London was founded by the Romans around 43 AD, who named it Londinium. The settlement became an important commercial center and port. The remains of Roman London, including the London Wall, can still be seen in parts of the city. Viking and Saxon influence. After the fall of the Roman Empire, London was occupied by Saxons and then Vikings. It became a key trading hub during the medieval period. Norman conquest. In 1066, William the Conqueror of Normandy defeated King Harold II at the Battle of Hastings and became the King of England. William's victory marked the beginning of Norman rule in England, and he ordered the construction of the Tower of London as a symbol of his power. The tower remains one of London's most iconic landmarks. Middle Ages and Renaissance medieval London. During the Middle Ages, London expanded rapidly. In the 12th century, the London Bridge was built, which became a major crossing point over the River Thames. The Black Death. In the 14th century, London was severely affected by the Black Death, bubonic plague, which killed around a third of Europe's population, including a significant number in London. The Tudors. In the 16th century, London became the center of England's politics under the Tudor monarchy. Henry VIII and Elizabeth I were among the notable monarchs of this era, and during Elizabeth's reign, London experienced a cultural renaissance. Shakespeare and the Globe Theatre. The 16th century also saw the rise of William Shakespeare and the creation of the famous Globe Theatre, where many of Shakespeare's plays were performed. 17th century and the Great Fire. The English Civil War. The 17th century was marked by political turmoil, including the English Civil War, 1642 to 1651, between the monarchy and Parliament. During this period, King Charles I was executed, and England briefly became a republic under Oliver Cromwell. The Great Fire of London. In 1666, the Great Fire of London ravaged the city, destroying much of the medieval city. The fire started in a bakery on Pudding Lane and burned for 4 days. It led to major rebuilding efforts and the construction of many new buildings designed to be more fire-resistant. The 18th and 19th centuries, the Industrial Revolution. The 18th and 19th centuries saw London become the epicenter of the Industrial Revolution, which transformed it into a global metropolis. The city saw rapid population growth and the development of new technologies, including the steam engine and the first public transport systems. Victorian London, the 19th century, under the reign of Queen Victoria, saw the construction of iconic buildings like Big Ben, the Houses of Parliament, and the British Museum. London became a center of the British Empire, with vast wealth generated from colonies around the world. Jack the Ripper. London was the scene of one of the most notorious unsolved murder cases in history. In 1888, a series of gruesome killings attributed to a mysterious figure known as Jack the Ripper terrorized the East End of the city. 20th century World War I and II. During both World War I and World War II, London was heavily bombed by Germany, particularly during the Blitz, 1940 to 1941. Despite the destruction, Londoners displayed incredible resilience. The city played a key role in the Allied victory. The swinging 60s. London was at the heart of cultural movements in the 1960s, particularly in the areas of fashion, music, and art. Areas like Carnaby Street and Soho became famous for their youthful energy, with the Beatles and other bands defining the British invasion. Post-war reconstruction. After World War II, London underwent significant reconstruction, with many of the bombed areas rebuilt. The establishment of the National Health Service, NHS, in 1948 marked a major social reform. Modern London cultural diversity. London is one of the most ethnically diverse cities in the world, with significant communities from Africa, Asia, the Caribbean, and Europe. The Notting Hill Carnival, held annually, is a celebration of this multiculturalism. London's iconic landmarks. Some of the most famous landmarks in London include the Tower of London, historic fortress and former royal residence; Buckingham Palace, the official residence of the British monarch; the London Eye, a giant observation wheel on the south bank of the River Thames; the British Museum, one of the world's greatest museums, housing artifacts like the Rosetta Stone; Westminster Abbey, the church where British monarchs are crowned; London's economy and influence. Today, London is a global financial hub with a massive economy driven by banking, insurance, technology, and media. It is also an influential center for politics, culture, and education. Transport. London has one of the most advanced public transport systems in the world. The London Underground, commonly known as the Tube, is the oldest metro system, first opened in 1863. Royal family and national identity. London is the home of the British royal family and continues to play a key role in the ceremonial life of the United Kingdom. The changing of the guard at Buckingham Palace is one of the city's most famous traditions.